Gonna do it, y'all. Yeah. Oh yeah, Cali give me my melanin back too. A couple shades darker. And then it's cap season. King of the mestizos. What it do? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah. Drop it one time on the bass line for him. Yeah. Well, I can't have fun. Supposed to be doom and gloom. Honorable admiration, all my good brothers and sisters of the feather. Hope y'all rocking through your afternoon, relaxing. The world is still spinning or doing whatever the flat or globe earth say. Things still going on. Things are getting a little very, a little odd and interesting. We're gonna dig into a whole lot of that today. Yeah. Let me turn it up one time for him. Hold on, y'all. Let y'all rock out for a second. All right, honorable admiration, all my good brothers and sisters of the feather. Apologies for the echo. We'll run it again. Honorable admiration, all my good brothers and sisters of the feather. Yeah. I had to throw my little two quantifiable genetic drops of goodness upon sharing that. I mean, you see right here. Hold up. All right. Craig Brothers to open first modern funeral home on the south side. I mean, article from January 1936 issue of the Indianapolis Recorder. Celebrating the opening of the original Craig family funeral. Boy, y'all know I'd have been tearing shit up if it would have just said Aboriginal. But y'all get the message.
when you see a color sign. So crip, GDP, Vice Lord.
All right, y'all. Check out on Tuesday, so everyone know now. On Tuesdays, it's gonna be the day where I personally reach out to all kind of little mestizos, sexuals. I'm just playing my holler at the mestizos. We gonna really see who ancestry pointing to what last names came from who, where, why, what, when, and it's gonna be a very interesting thing. Let's see which one of them are man enough, and in case they don't pop up, I'll start busting out some information that a lot of people might want to know. But yeah, besides that, that'll be on Tonto Tuesday. When we get all these Codys, boy, I got a whole lot of Cody information. Man, every single actor since acting been acting. By the way, we all know what actors and acting is. That's the burlesque degree. Minstrel shows. Menstrual cycle, that is. So, y'all see it right here. All right. Before we get started, of course, I have to play another video from... Let me get to it. Yeah. The other part, like I said, I didn't even play. I did not play all of it. Come on, man. I just had it. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. Oh yeah, bastard ass commercials. All right, so this is the network, Sidney Lumet, 1976. The Tube Lies. About 5 years ago, I was calling myself The Tube because I was investigating all the lies of the world that a particular group of people have created, who control Hollywood and all this, and so on and so forth, and anything that's in media. And here is, some profound words are said. Again, this is 1976. 1976, y'all. Check it out.
George Ruddy died today. Edward George Ruddy was the chairman of the board of the Union Broadcasting Systems, and he died at 11 o'clock this morning of a heart condition, and woe is us. We're in a lot of trouble. So, a rich little man with white hair died. What has that got to do with the price of rice, right? And why is that woe to us? Because you people and 62 million other Americans are listening to me right now. Because less than 3% of you people read books. Because less than 15% of you read newspapers. Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is a whole, an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube. This tube is the gospel, the ultimate revelation. This tube can make or break presidents, popes, prime ministers. This tube is the most awesome goddamn force in the whole godless world. And woe is us if it ever falls into the hands of the wrong people. And that's why woe is us that Edward George Ruddy died. Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America. There's a new chairman of the board, a man called Frank Hackett, sitting in Mr. Ruddy's office on the 20th floor. And when the 12th largest company in the world controls the most awesome goddamn propaganda force in the whole godless world, who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on this network. So you listen to me. Listen to me. Television is not the truth. Television is a goddamn amusement park. Television is a circus, a carnival, a traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers, jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business. So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your gurus. Go to yourselves. Because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth. But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We'll tell you that Kojak always gets the killer and that nobody ever gets cancer in Archie Bunker's house. And no matter how much trouble the hero is in, don't worry, just look at your watch. At the end of the hour, he's going to win. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after
Yeah, y'all gotta hear that again.
you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people.
One more time. I done broke YouTube.
Watch at the end of the hour, he's going to win. We'll tell you any shit you want to hear. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is mass madness, you maniacs. In God's name, you people are the real thing. We are the illusion. So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
What are you all worked up about?
Like I said, the world is a stage.
They say I can sell anything. Like to try.
Let me let y'all hear the whole speech here. So y'all can hear this again.
Valhalla, Mr. Beale. Please sit down. All men will hold a share of stock. To see that perfect world in which there's no war or famine oppression, or brutality. One vast and ecumenical holding company for whom all men will work to serve a common profit, in which all men will hold a share of stock, all necessities provided, all anxieties tranquilized, all boredom amused. And I have chosen you, Mr. Beale, to preach this evangel.
Why me?
Because you're on television, dummy. 60 million people watch you every night of the week, Monday through Friday.
I have seen the face of God.
You just might be right, Mr. Beale.
All right. Let me get back on there. Man, why is okay? There we go. Okay, so let me get to this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Let me upload this stuff. I have to do things a certain way because StreamYard tries to burn the whole damn table. Shit, you got your phone on. You doing anything on it? But at least they made some upgrades. All right. Okay. So I'm basically gonna stay on this, but as I read and you saw on this page, make sure everyone sees it again. All right, I want to make sure everyone takes a good look. So when you go online and you look this up, they're going to give you a lot of fairy tales, but it doesn't make sense until after 1875. Peace, Chief. Yeah, man, had to drop some more on them. I had to drop some water on them, help them grow. Okay, so now what we're dealing with, that a part of this burlesque degree are the minstrel shows. And in the minstrel shows, you had these vaudeville or vaudeville, okay, it's called vaudeville. And they create a whole fabricated history in that as well until after the year 1875. So everything before 1875 and the stuff at the time of 1875 there's no real evidence, provided to back any of it. It's always a copy of it, and you can't find the original. Why is it always a copy of something, but the original does not exist? And then this burlesque degree stuff is going on. I'm telling you, when I started digging into this burlesque degree stuff, it made me like, damn, man, shit. I'm about to go ask my mom, damn, did I come out of you? Shit, trust nothing. And it's that serious, y'all. It is that serious. So, has anybody ever heard of a tribe called Kickapoo? In fact, I'll even do the thing. Press 1 if you ever heard of a Kickapoo. Native American Indian tribe called Kickapoo. Okay. So, what is a Sagwa? We're going to look into that and find out exactly what a Sagwa is. All right. But it says here is the only remedy the Indians ever used and has been known to them for ages. An Indian would as soon be without his horse, gun, or blanket as without Sagwa. Anybody know what a Sagwa means? In the chat, damn, let me get that one. Peace, guys. Peace. Let me start. Let me show this over. Okay, there we go. So I wanted y'all to see a Colonel William F. Cody in a patent medicine, whatever. Testimonial. So they have medicine testimonials. A testimony, a witness to something. Y'all testing things on us. Man, are they doing this shit up here? Are you serious? Hold on, y'all. My bad. I got some retarded mestizo activity going on around me right now. Y'all bear with me. Okay, Grateful. You heard of one similar to Kickapoo. No one heard of Kickapoo. All right, let me load this stuff up. We go all go over this together. I literally didn't dig into this and look into it too deep. I want the experience to be live and direct, fresh off the press. All right. No one heard of the Kickapoo. Kickapoos. Who is a Kickapoo? Let me slide these banners up. Humble admiration, all my good brothers and sisters of the feather. Like, subscribe, and share the GOAT Supreme Chief Holidays channel and Cut Katak and all the channels connected with the channels. Y'all share it with everybody. We definitely need to start sharing everything. Because they're making as they make upgrades and give us more things. Hopefully y'all can hear me clear without all this stuff in the background. Okay, there we go. All right. So okay, man, if y'all can hear me clear, can I get a 1 in the chat? Okay, cool. They stopped. So the traveling medicine show flourished at the end of the 19th century. Although companies played New York, Boston, and Chicago with considerable success, the natural home of the medicine show was a village square or a small town opera house, and the showsman's favorite audience, a crowd of eager rustics. So, okay, in case people don't know what rustic is, some of you might. When you hear about people calling themselves pan German, pan African, pan Italian, or pan Asian, or pan fried rice, or whatever the hell with a pan, that it comes from the story that's called a rustic story, where a half goat, half man delighted all the gods. And that's the reason why pan means all. Okay? All right. But what it's actually called, that whole story and ceremony and all these things that you would think is from the past, is really created by the people who created the rustics in these so-called plays, stories. And business was good. Yes, it was. So it says, for many rural Americans, the medicine shows provided the only taste of professional entertainment from one year to the next. And medicine showmen were not slow to capitalize on the possibilities. So what does that mean? We're talking about medicine here, y'all. I'm not going to give too much in between the lines. I'm just later on, as we go over all this stuff connected to the burlesque degree, you know, we're gonna dig it all out. So it says small independent troops and lone pitchmen vied for audience with companies sent out by such titans of the patent medicine industry. So y'all look these things up, type it in, patent medicine industry. That's the Hamlin Company. You know, with my notes, this is one of the companies that was mentioned. It's called the Hamlin Company of Chicago, makers of Wizard Oil, and the Kickapoo Indian Medicine Company of New Haven. Y'all look this stuff up. Okay, the medicine shows cheerfully borrowed everything that was taking place. So, well, what there has to be something that we all know that are considered medicine shows. But I'll give two. When the so-called smallpox epidemic was supposedly hitting everybody in the late 19th century, early 20th century, the medicine show provided a medicine show for the people and said, oh, y'all got this weird smallpox, you know what I mean? Okay, before it turned to a monkey, we got this stuff for you. Then 20 years later, we got the Spanish Pikachu, Pokemon 19, and the based upon, you know, the stuff based upon that. But these are the medicine shows cheerfully borrowed everything that was taking place. Where we at? Where we at? See the rest. Get this next slide up here. I think it's the other. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay. And again, the medicine shows cheerfully borrowed everything that was taking place elsewhere in the American theaters. You know, look into the Tartar stuff and find coliseums, gymnasiums, theaters, gardens, and stuff. You'll find this stuff. You'll find it. It's there. In the interest of herbs of joy, or Katonka, the great Indian medicine, vacant lots and village halls were filled with free plays, vaudeville, there it is, musical comedy, minstrels, magic, burlesque. So now you're seeing that all these things are individual. Yes. Dog and pony circuses. That's what we look at when we see the Republicans and Democrats going at each other, and they're not us. It's a dog and pony show to me. Punch and Judy shows. Damn. pantomime, manageries, bands, pie eating contests, and early motion pictures. Damn. The proprietors of these entertainments often impersonating Quakers, Indians, frontier scouts, or Oriental fakirs, hawked their cures to the spectators between the acts, much in a manner of their ancestors, the medical mountebanks of Europe. This was also in my notes. So perhaps the most popular shows were produced by the Kickapoo Indian Medicine Company, maker of a patented cure called Sagwa. Well, why the hell we don't know about this show? Anybody ever heard of a Sagwa? You got sick? Did your grandma give you some Sagwa? Anybody? I think the chat moving too slow for me. Let me see. Okay. Nope. All right. Okay. So Buffalo Bill Cody, to the contrary, wait a minute. Time out. Time out, y'all. Buffalo Bill Cody? Is that ionized Cody, people? No American Indian had ever heard of Kickapoo, Indian Sagwa, before 1881. You know what I'm not seeing in this writing? I'm not saying this writing is old. I'm not seeing the word Native American. Very interesting. Did you see Native American, babe? Okay. She don't care. So, the Kickapoo Indian Sagwa before 1881. In that year, Sagwa followed by Kickapoos. I'm going to start calling people Kickapoos. So, from now on, the mestizo sexuals, you can call them Kickapoos. They kick a poo. They kicking a poo. Now, you know what's crazy is because Apo, now I'm not doing the pseudoscientific language comparison, that when you look up Aboriginal, they'll try and say that ab in there is also off, and apo. So they're trying to kick us, huh? Okay, I got something for their ass. All right. So the Kickapoo Indian Company, Kickapoo Medicine Company was not the first of the patent medicine firms to send out. So again, some very interesting stuff. Once you dig into what's between the lines, and we'll be going over that. I just want everyone to know. So this is like class. Like now, y'all see what's going on here. So whenever you see tourist attractions going up in America, and they got some people with some feathers, these are the Kickapoo Indians. When you're seeing the one Ironized Cody and them, and we got Billy Bob Cody from Buffalo, Billy Bob and them, okay, Kickapoos, and a whole list of other actors. And I'm pretty sure the fake Choctaw people, now I'm just playing the real Choctaw peoples, is some Kickapoos. So you can say mestizos and all that, but the one we call $5 Indians, Kickapoos. The $5 Indians who mix with the native, who we call Native Americans today, who just mestizos, and they want to stay, they want to keep their 1/8 to the Aboriginal genetic. They want to stay in that pale, straight hair, like animal. I mean, just looking at the hair grow back on them, and I don't know. That's they want to keep that or whatever. Kickapoos, mestizosexuals. Now they don't want to mix with, like when you see people online talking about, oh, I'm 51% in my DNA test, real Mexican. I'm like, oh, okay, so you talking about fully melanated people then, right? You're like, they have nothing to say there. And what's your other mix? Spanish. So wait a minute, that's like Spain? You said Spanish. That's a language. That's a ish. You a ish? Okay, that's a language. Oh no, Spain, from Spain. So the original inhabitants of Spain 200 years ago are melanated. So if y'all come from there, then you're not, then they can't handle it. So I want them to come on Tonto Tuesday and explain their damn self. Are y'all Kickapoos? Do y'all really have ancestors that are really connected? Can they even show their grandfather? Like, can they show their grandfather like I did and show their father? We want to see. You know what I mean? We want to see what validates on Tonto Tuesdays. Well, anyway, so when it comes to medicine, we dealing with them, them pharmacaias and the people that run all our good nutritional food, rather it be organic or not organic, artificially or whatever, that it all has been taken over by these medicine companies. And when you see this, the first names, let me go back to it and show everyone these names. Get back to these names real quick. So look up Hamlin Company of Chicago, makers of Wizard Oil. We know who that is. Yeah, shouldn't be any big mystery. So who are the so-called Quakers, Indians, frontier scouts, or Oriental fakirs that they're talking about during this period of time? Because we're talking about 1880s. Okay. And here are some images of the Kickapoos. Rather, they have a different name company. They're all connected. So this is simple. You send in the entertainers, they start making a ruckus, a loud noise, and they do it where our people could hear them. So let's say Aboriginal Wall Street. We was over there chilling. We had all our stuff going on, and then here come W.E.B. Du Bois. Hey, what's going on? Oh shit, y'all got it going on like the small nation of people had going on in those other states. Man, what's going on? And they like, who are you? And y'all know this is not what happened, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm just giving how I see it. And you snap a couple pictures. They like, shit, they got better pianos than the other Aboriginals that were over in South Carolina. Damn, they got a whole thing set up where they counting how many crops they sell and to each other, but what sale is going on? It's barter. So they got a whole system going on, and now people can bid on how much bundles of certain things they want: animals, food, clothes. What? you know, just an example of the things that were going on. You saw that we had all the watches. Oh, by the way, while the so-called Kickapoo thing is going on, we had our own stuff already. So it's like, how would they be able to have tricked us? How would they? God, this stuff gets deep. It gets real deep, and you know, I'm gonna break it down nice and slow for everybody over time. So y'all basically see the lineup of weeks. So every week I will be going in on these same topics consistently, so we get an understanding And we all know what oppression this is doing to us, because when we turn the TV on, it's tenfold in our face. God damn. Kickapoos, huh? Some $5 Kickapoos. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So the Kickapoo situation, well, they're entertaining. So it would be it said that they were impersonating 4 different groups. Like there's a Frontier series on right now. I think they're going into season 2, called like 1883 or something like that. And in the Frontier series, they're traveling, and as they're traveling to, I think they're going to Oregon, they have pianos and instruments, all this stuff. Man, it's so the ones in blackface, that really starts in 1910, 1920s, and 1930s, and 1940s. We weren't going for that, but they were literally doing that and documenting stuff while in blackface and doing plays, and then writing the plays down, and then later on these plays being redistributed to us as some type of slave trade narratives. In fact, slide these slides up. Let me see. I think I still got them up here. Yeah. So here go the part. Let me see. Nope. Got it on one of these. Okay. Okay, at the bottom after number 8, says they were also controversial integrationists, decried them a falsely showing happy slaves while at the same time making fun of them. Segregationists thought such shows were disrespectful of social norms as they portrayed runaway slaves with sympathy and would undermine slavery. So you see, when you're reading that, like, oh my God, they're undermining what my ancestors went through. No, they're making a play and playing your brain. And for the people to reintroduce this to us, oh, the jig is up. So anybody repeating this shit as if it happened, yeah, the jig is up, bro. Jig is up. We don't want to hear your burlesque stories. The transatlantic slave trade is a burlesque story. Let me see if it's in here. Burlesque story. So let's see. Here, look. What should I read from? I'll read the whole paragraph. So the typical minstrel performance followed a 3-act structure. The troupe first danced onto stage, then exchanged wisecracks and sang songs. This is what they're doing in blackface, y'all. The second part featured a variety of entertainments, including the pun-filled stump speech. The final act consisted of slapstick musical plantation skit or a send-up of a popular play. Minstrel songs and sketches featured several stock characters, most popularly the slave and the dandy. So I mean, it's all right here, but I'll read it for everyone. You know, for those just listening, not looking at the screen, you might be driving. I'll read it for you. So these were further divided into sub-archetypes, such as the mammy, her counterpart of the old darky, the provocative mulatto wench, and the Black Soldier. So these characters were actually them in one of them fat, nasty, dried up Miracle Whip mayonnaise, pig feet smelling, um, oversized Twinkie looking, pale face mestizo things. And Old Darky was really one of them old, decrepit, pale face, retarded looking motherfuckers from People Under the Stairs and shit, painting himself black. Provocative mulatto wench. Sad thing, it might have actually been a mulatto. And they just probably hid it. And the Black Soldier. Why is it the Black Soldier? Why is the soldier? Why is it true? Minstrels claim that their songs and dances were authentically black. Fuck, man. Although the extent of the black influence remains debated, spirituals known as jubilees entered the repertoire in the 1870s, making first undeniably black music to be used in minstrelsy. They're saying 1870s, y'all. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. Tell me that didn't happen in the 1970s. Playing us, man. That's why you can't trust Wikipedia. Well, shit, you can't trust any of this shit. Can't trust nothing. Can't trust it. Don't fight the feeling. That hair stand up on the back of that neck. You're like, yes. And Toby went to, and that back hair stand up. No. So details from cover, the celebrated Negro melodies as sung by the Virginia minstrels, and they'll say in 1843. Shit, that's not from 1843. So that's what I want everyone to understand. That's why I want people to focus that it says stuff down here at the bottom. Down here at the bottom, by the turn of the 20th century, the minstrel show enjoyed but a shadow of its former popularity, having been replaced for the most part by vaudeville. And that's why I say look into vaudeville and then seeing the time of that start, then pull it back. It'll help you understand. You can pull the lies out of Wikipedia. So the form survived as professional entertainment until about 1960. Amateur performances continued until the until about 1910. Amateur performances continued until the 1960s in high schools and local theaters. So our elders that were in high school in the 1960s and 1950s, y'all know y'all saw this in your schools. In your high schools, when you had a little assembly, high school, you get some people up there acting out the Wizard of Oz or something. Go smoke. So there they got some fairy tales of the 1830s and by 1848 and all that stuff. But this is really what they're doing in the 1930s. I'm telling you this, they were doing this. We have black and white footage of them doing this, and all the black and white footage of them doing this, well, we have dates, and you're gonna find that these dates match up. So they try to play us. I'm trying to help break it. This is serious. The burlesque, the Greek stuff I'm talking about, it's connected to Arabic history. The Quran is connected to Hinduism. It's connected to Buddhism. You see, they got some Kickapoo stuff going on here. Ancient Roman stuff is all that in the plays. They made up Shakespeare. They made up all this. They made up everything. Everything. If you want to really sit and go, I want you to go look in the mirror and say, oh, you giving them way too much credit. I want you to go look in the mirror and say that, and then go turn on your computer and type in who runs all the networks, who runs all the social media platforms, who runs all the music companies, who runs all the sports, who runs it. So you can't say that. Got to deal with it. And how can we grab this and use this? See, that's what I want to do. I want to take this weapon they've been using on us and reverse it, like Pop said. And you got to reverse it. You got to bang, 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 bang. Honorable admiration, all my good brothers, sisters of the feather. My time is running short. There's so much stuff. Each and every single one of those topics, I'm gonna dig into each and every single one of them. So as I go over this stuff, it'll be like, damn, I just read that too. Everyone will be on point, and then you'll really start to shape everything, and then into your own life. You'll be like, damn. So when I went to school and we had the assembly and raise your right hand to the flag, I'm participating in some type of minstrel burlesque type of shit. Singing the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm telling you, man, we gotta get it together, y'all. And I'm not saying I got it all the way, but I see this. And I know we can flip this. I think it's time to flip it. If we get Mr. Yeezy, I know he wanted to do a little unapologetic apology. But it's like, easy, man. Slide a billy over here in the Aboriginal community way. So we could really do something. Because in what has leached on to the Aboriginal community, whatever success they have, that's not going to do no good for anybody. We're not getting a what's Nicolas Cage's little nephew's name? Shit. God damn, man. What is Leonardo DiCaprio's little brother's name? Corey Mayo. Yeah. We ain't gonna get no island of Corey Mayo. All Aboriginal people who survived the Boston Tea Party blackface story that really happened in the 20th century. Come to Corey Mayo Island. This is what all the money you have given to me has provided for you guys. Now I have Corey Mayo Island over here, and we can all go higher in the corner and say Yahweh and all kind of weirdo Cinco de Mayo with the Machu Picchu's and, you know, pop the Popovu stuff. Or we can get Mr. Lame Helligate. Now I'm just playing, dang. Man, I know he ain't feeling too good after I don't even know what he called Pan-African Strikes Back. But Dan Calloway, we don't have a Dan Calloway Tom. Like, he went to African Town, did all that. You a millionaire. Well, damn, you can't put 25% of your million because you're gonna make another million in a year. As long as you keep capping off everything, we can't get a Dan Calloway Town. We can't get a come on down to the Callaway Valley. No. Slide a billy on down to the Aboriginal community way. We'll have something popping off. In our city, we'll have our own music. We'll have our own firemen. We don't even need firemen. We'll have stuff set up to where it don't even burn up like that. We won't even need police because we're going to have everything right. Nobody going to have to commit crime. We ain't going to have a one for nothing. Let's get it back to this aggregating culture. We saw how we had it popping like that. I know we can do better. We got to let go of this burlesque degree. We got to let go. All right, I'm trying to blow my voice out.
If you see a gang sign, don't say that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me turn it down a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. That concludes my evening. Honorable admiration on my good brothers and sisters of the feather. Y'all take it easy. Let me put back on the smooth jingle from earlier. Leave on a lighter note. Let this resonate. Look this stuff up if you want to look further into it. And next Friday, I'm busting it all the way out. Now get that soft ass something shit up out of here. Sound like I'm about to go walk a cat or some shit. All right, peace, y'all.